All right, so last night video was very fulfilling in a way. Everything that I said was not me. God just filled my cup of, He just filled my cup and I drank it. Um, First things first, I give honor to God for sure, just for waking me up this morning, and I hope that y'all will have a beautiful day. I just wanted to make this video before I get started with my day. Like, I'm actually gonna be moving around. I'm gonna try to vlog. I'm going to vlog and just what I'm doing, but I just wanted to speak about, why God is keeping you set apart from, people. I touched on this yesterday, but I was a bit all over the place. But I'm gonna make this I'm gonna just put all the attention on just, being alone. There's a reason why you're alone. It may not make sense right now, but I was just on the phone with one of my friends. She needed help with just about a brand, but I just knew it was bigger than that. And we started talking or whatever like that, and then like I was trying to make a video all day, but I just didn't know what topic to talk about. But now I got something to talk about. So, boom, the reason why you're alone. The reason why you're alone is because God he's setting you apart from the world, because the world is just corrupted with just demonic spirits and just like a whole bunch of negative things that's going on in the world. And us humans, it could be our friends, our family, what we watch, what we listen to, and that just opens the door for the enemy to get to us. Like, prime example, like right now I'm in LA, right? Where my original plan was to stay downtown, but I'm 15 minutes away from downtown. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could easily be Ubering back and forth, but why would I do that? Because that's spending more money when I'm just gonna be there just for today. You see what I'm saying? So it's God, he gonna, wherever you at right now, just be still. Just be still. Trust me. Like, wherever you at right now in your life, it's for a reason. There's a reason for everything. And you can't, like, once I'm speaking to the believers, to the children of God. You know, it we just live in a world where we just have access to everything, to anything we want to know, anything we want to listen to. And like the moment where we just sit still, just sit your ass down, just sit down, just like this, sit down. The moment we sit down, we just, oh shit, like damn, like, oh, I'm not doing enough, like. And then like was one thing that people preach about, oh, every day I'm working, every day I'm hustling, every day this, every day I'm that. And then it's like sometimes you just have to take a pause, and not even just a pause doing the stuff you want to do, like going on a trip, like, or spending time in a house, like whatever you do, just to be still, like, no, like, actually give your time to God. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now that I'm seeing from people who I just want to just, give my, just like give to, but it's like I just can't, because it's like I can only do what God wants me to do. And the reason why you're alone right now is because God, he's trying to take you somewhere, and he has to sit you still. And, if you read the book of Peter, Peter was falsely accused of rape, and he was locked in prison for a certain amount of years. I can't remember. Don't quote everything I say, but just read the book of Peter. But I'm bringing up Peter because he wasn't as faithful with God, and there was a reason why he got falsely accused and everything else. It's like when you lose faith, when you question God a lot, he's gonna like cause he's gonna allow the enemy just to do whatever they're trying to do, because he just wants you to see, like, what I'm saying, like, things could be all peaceful. It's beautiful to be still. It's beautiful just to spend time by yourself. It's beautiful to spend time with your family. It's beautiful to spend time with your friends. It's beautiful just to be by yourself. 'Cause this is the time where you can, like, literally close your door privately and pray and just talk to God and just let it all out, cry, do whatever you need to do. You can talk to God about anything. That's one thing that I want to talk about, prayer. Like prayer, that's another reason why you're alone. God wants you to speak to him. Like God is a jealous God. He wants us to be his. He wants him to be our number one, priority. When we wake up in the morning, anytime where like anyone else who basketball or the first thing they think about is basketball. No, God wants him to be the number one because he is the source, and God has feelings too. So it's like whatever you're going through, you can talk to him about anything. And when you're angry, you can talk to him about that. Like people just think that you're only supposed to pray for the things that you want. You're only supposed to pray for the things that you need in life. You can talk to. Sometimes you just talk to him about anything, bro. It could be just like, thank you for this spoon to be able just to grab, to eat my cereal easier. Thank you for this receipt to see how much money I spent. Thank you for, this wallet to hold all my valuables so that way it can be organized. Like just pray about anything, you can pray about it. You know what I'm saying? And we just caught up in a world where we want everything in a hurry. That's nothing I want to talk about. Oh, yes. Thank you, God, because, boy, I'm all over the place again. I know I'm supposed to be talking about alone, but we just, like, patience. Patience is key. Like, I suppose patience is the most important skill to learn as a human being. It's one of the most important skills to learn. And patience is faith, because once you patience, you have faith. Once you have faith, you have patience, because it's like we just get in this mindset where, everything we watch, everything we see, you got these, you got people like Joe Rogan, I used to watch Joe Rogan, I still do every once in a while. You got people like just anybody, anybody you look up to as a motivational speaker or like bodybuilders who work out, or people who work out every day. Every day you gotta do this, gotta do that. And and like you gotta make stuff happen, and the people in it, where you stay. Like I'm from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like it. I don't look like it. I don't talk about it as much because it's not that I'm not proud of it. It's just because I'm not trying to be a part of that ratio. I want to be that person to be a vessel to any like other people who's out there living out there, who's like living in a less fortunate, and who unfortunately have to make stuff happen, have to do certain things. And like I'm not saying that whatever you do is wrong. I can't tell you everything that you do is wrong. Like everybody have a different path. But I'm speaking strictly to those people who feels like they aren't doing enough, who just strictly aren't doing enough, who like feels like that they, like I said, who just aren't doing enough. And patience is like the biggest thing to build, because it's faith, because like, God, he's working when you don't realize. He's working right now. Like he's like constantly, it's like a puzzle. He's like constantly just think of Doctor Strange. You know how he just makes that's my visual presentation of like how I think God works. Like he just constantly moving things in your body, physically and mentally, just shifting them out. And like I remember one day, like the first day I got a diary. It's not this one, but the first thing I wrote was I want to quit smoking. And I was still heavy into it, right? That same day, I just threw up my guts, and it made me not want to do it. And then ever since then, it's just been a practice for me. So when God is patience, it leads to practice. Patience is practice too. So while you being patient, in a moment he tells you to do something, it's not gonna be perfect. It may not be perfect in that moment, but it's gonna be practice for the actual presentation of like what you're trying to put out in the world. So just y'all PPP, think of patience, practice, performance. Patience is like, I'm speaking on patience so much because like I still have a problem with it. Just like the moment I wake up, I gotta be. I just feel it's like I gotta be all over the place, but you don't, bro. It causes you to go crazy. Like my heart is beating just like it just causes you to feel like you just gotta be just moving around like a damn fly. Like you see flies, they don't know where they flying. So why you gotta be a fly? Like you got these stories as we was a kid, It's for a reason. The tortoise in the hair, slow, like slow and steady, bro. Like we are young. we live in a generation where we want everything in a quick hit, in a hurry. We just want everything just so fast, and then they put it in our face. Like these rappers, like y'all know these rappers. They all young. They all our age, right? And they got the same talent as us. They can wear the same clothes as us. They just whatever. They just look at them. Then you get inspired by them. 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line, where they at? Who y'all favorite rappers? Y'all, I'm not finna sit here and call out these rappers, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The hood favorite. The hood favorite. What they be rapping about? You see what I'm saying? I'm not just speaking on them. I'm speaking on them because people look up to them and they automatically want to get to where they at, and then they try to do the things that they did, and then they just start to get impatient. Like, no, just be still. Just be still. Like, you'll be surprised how much you grow as a person when you be still. And then when you practice, when you do feel like doing something, whenever you do, want to go out there and do something, like everything leads to something. Like I spoke on yesterday about just going out for a walk and just not listening to music and just going out, just anything you do, just like always have your ears open, bro. Like, we gotta put these up. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like even when it seems like it's weird, go to lunch by yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Like Valentine's Day this year, I went to go watch Jackass. Like the movie Jackass. I went to the movies by myself. I was down, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling good, because unfortunately I went through something, with somebody, and I thought, like I was gonna be like the regular person, go crawl up and just go be all sad. Like, man, hell no, let me go to the movies. So I took myself to the movies. I went to watch Jackass. Man, I had the time of my life. You know what I'm saying? Just go do stuff by yourself, man. You don't need, you need friends, but like everybody got their own life. Like, this is not high school. This is not school no more. This ain't none of that. Even college is somewhat, college is like, college is so weird because, you are alone, but you're not alone. You're just around people who just want to have fun, and then they just throwing shit, just, smoking, drinking, popping, like they just doing whatever. But I'm all over the place right now because I just want y'all just to understand that don't be in a rush. You're alone for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Don't think it's the end of the world. You have so much in store for your life. Like, for real. Like, you can't take everything personal, because everything that we see, like, the bad times be the best times. And, like, it don't seem like it, but we just live in a generation where, like, everybody just wants to be happy every single day. And as far as, like, the materialistic things, you see what I'm saying? Like, I just had to reword that, but everybody want to be happy with materialistic things or just like whatever they want in life, because at the end of the day, once you leave, all that's gone. I want to leave here by just be that leader I want to live like Jesus. I'm not saying I am Jesus, but anytime I get in a situation where I just like finna do some bonehead shit, or I feel like I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? We get like that every day, damn near, once we have these thoughts that come to our minds where, like, you're not good enough, or all these years you put into this sleazy shit, it's not gonna work, or whatever. I was thinking about, man, that ain't God. That ain't God. What would Jesus do? Prime example, somebody get on the gram, or they look at you funny, or, bro, just some of the biggest lessons that I've learned. Surround yourself with people where you want to be. For real. As far as, like, mentors. As far as, like, people you can learn from. Like, my two mentors, one of my mentors is from Australia. And it's crazy how the first day he came, he just like me, tatted up, colored hair. He's older than me. I obviously got a beautiful family. So I'm finna network to see, bro, do you model? Like, I was like, like that was what I was finding. It's crazy how God uses people, like so, like He uses people as in disguise. It's like, that's why you can't judge everybody. But anyways, like I told myself, I feel like I need to talk to this man for some reason. Like I don't know why. And I was telling myself, like every day I'll see him. Like I seen him for like maybe a month or two. Out here coming there every single day at the same time. I'll see him. Like I'll be wanting to talk to him, but in that moment of time, I couldn't. Like I didn't have a reason to. But just one day I was working on a Sunday. This is when I first started going back to church, and I was planning on to go back to my family church. I ain't been there in 2 years. I was upset with myself because I chose money over God. But it's crazy how God works, man. Like for real. Like watch this. So he walks in there, and I was going through something like that day. I was like thinking about taking my own life and put it out there. Like I ain't never thought about it, but like a thought came in my mind. Like I ain't never, like I'm not saying I planned on it, but I was like, man, it wouldn't be so bad after all if I just leave this, like I just leave this world. So like I seen him, and I was like, I had nothing to lose. So I saw like, man, I feel like I need to talk to you. Like, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I kept asking him, like, are you in a podcast? He's like, yeah. His accent. Yeah, I've done a few, podcasts here and there, but, I don't do that. And then I was like, man, like, I don't know what it is about you, man. I just feel like I need to talk to you. He's like, for real? I was like, yes. He was like, put his stuff down. He do a little head shake. He was getting ready, to throw the Jesus on me. So he was like, do you believe in God? I was like, yes. He was like, well, I'm a pastor. Man, I'm telling you, once he told me that, like, I just wanted to shout. Like, I don't be doing that, but, like, for real, like, it's that, like, that's how God worked. Because, like, I was like, I was seeking God that whole time. I was going through stuff, and I feel like He just wasn't listening, but He is listening. He's just crazy how He just placed people in your life. And once like He told me that, I was like, man, like at that moment, like He just gave me like another sense of hope of just life. And then He became my everyday friend. Like I said, he's like he's from Australia, like. And we talk all the time, and it's like, just alignment with our life. And like he's building his own church down here in well, not down here, but like in Houston. And it's crazy how God just places, He just uses people as a vessels. Iron sharpens iron. And I'm speaking on him because you will look at the first things first, we're not the same age. 2, He's telling me things I didn't even imagine. 3, he's from another a different country for one. From a different country. And like 4, like I was like, it's crazy how I judged him, like the flesh of my eyes by my naked eye as a human being, me being caught up in the sleazy shit. I thought that was my outlet. I was like, I got nothing to lose. I might as well ask him to model for me. So that's what I was going for. It didn't, like, it's crazy how God, He like, nah, this is what you need, me, So, I got another mentor that I met. I met the mentor I'm about to talk about right now before I met this one. Just crazy how we met, man. Like, he's just so like, he had called me at a time where that's more on a personal level. I can't really speak him on too much because it's like I've connected with him more. He's like a father figure to me. So it's like I don't feel too comfortable right now talking about what I was going through at that time. Like, but it's crazy how God just places people in your life. And like this mentor, like who I'm talking about right now, like, it's like when I don't listen to him and I still go with my first mind, they're saying you'll be a dummy if someone to tell you something like and you don't listen. Like that's exactly how it was. It's like, I'm not saying I still, and that's one thing about me, I don't listen to like everything that people say, but I was listening to like what like I'm my listening skills getting so much more and more better just strictly from him. And like anytime I make a decision and I still do it, when like he says not to, it's like I'm a lot more aware. I can easily be ignorant, like, man, this man, he don't know what he's talking about. No, like he like it sounds so crazy. Like first thing you said, like, man, get that stuff out your head, boy. Like he was the one to like really like he would be the only person to really challenge my side of like self expression. He's more of a mentor as far as like having a business and just being a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he asked me questions like, how you feel about the Will Smith situation? I'm like, my honest answer, I don't really care that much. You know, he's like, you should care because that's exactly what people want us to do. But that's a different, like when I'm telling y'all, he be giving me game, like, you know, like he be giving me game, like for real, just being a black man, like I said, just everyday living, having a business, and like, you know, he's like a father figure to me. So I'm using these two people as an example because it's like, you know, you can't judge people just by like your naked eye. You can't look at somebody and just think that, okay, I'm not gonna touch this person because they like this. I'm not gonna touch this person because they do this, they do that, they do that. You just never know who God uses. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I hope that this video helped y'all. I know this video I wasn't as fluent because this is just yesterday. I'm not saying that like I was just pure excited. Like right now, I'm just a lot more focused. I'm a lot more focused with this YouTube stuff. This is only my second video. I'm gonna continue to do more, but like I said, I hope y'all got something out of this. I'm about to get ready for my day. It's about 12:15 out here, August 15th. It's like so.